I was gonna say you want a Chanel bag, a Birkin.
Yeah.
I knew you was expensive. I can't afford you.
That's why you're not for me.
See, y'all heard it. Hey, Angel, not yet.
On Chicago Sky, we got beat down. We did. We did like some dishes left over in the sink overnight. It was so much going on in this game. At the same time, it was like it wasn't, right? When I said like it wasn't, I'm like, first of all, where was Marquesha Davis? I just literally like some hours ago did a video. I had posted that, like, finally the Chicago Sky is taking the initiative. They are finally, making chess moves. This is chess, not checkers. And they decided to sign Marquesha Davis, who used to play for the New York Liberty. We just signed her to a 7-day hard contract in replace of Ariel Atkins and Michaela Amue due to their injuries. I was on the court like, okay, like maybe my mind is playing tricks on me. I'm like, where's Marquesha Davis? And like just knowing how raggedy, one, the WNBA can be, two, the Chicago Sky is, I'm like, don't tell me y'all ain't even fly this woman out with y'all. What y'all mean that she wasn't on the flight to Minneapolis, Minnesota for this Lynx game? Like, don't tell me y'all didn't put this woman, she didn't have to pack up her car, drive from Brooklyn, New York, all the way to Minnesota. So it's like, what, a 16-hour drive? Y'all done made this woman drive. She probably still somewhere in my state in Ohio trying to get to the game. Just ridiculous. They had me in the first half, okay? But they had us in the second half. In the first half, we were leading, okay? It actually looked promising for us, our Chicago Sky. But it was too much goofiness going on. You know it's a wrap for us, as Chicago Sky as a team, as fans, when Kia Nurse is our leading scorer. How? What are we going to do with that? Kia Nurse was our leading scorer in tonight's game for the Chicago Sky. She put up 16 points. So I guess you know what, I got to give her credit. I got to give her her due. I got to give her her praises. Thank you to Kia Nurse, okay? Even though, in the first and second quarter, again, Kia Nurse and Rachel Banham, they was moving and grooving, putting up, very important threes that we needed, and that allowed us to stay in front of the Minnesota Lynx. So in that third quarter, it all fell down. First of all, let's talk about this whole, they tried to give, the freaking refs are so soft. They decided to give Angel Reese a 7th technical foul. Meaning if she got another one, they're going to suspend her for a game. So I was doing my research on Twitter, and I just saw an update saying that the WNBA is actually going to raise it up to if you get 8 technical fouls, and if you get another one after that, then you'll be suspended for 1 game. But it still, like, overall, it's just a bunch of nonsense. Like, she needs to have either Tyler Marsh fight for her, or, the entire GM, the entire organization at the Sky office. Because, like, what do you mean they're trying to make Angel Reese, out of all the players, they're trying to make her be the first one to be suspended due to these soft technical fouls when she doesn't get no fouls drawn from her? Like, people be beating her up in the paint. It's not fair. So I'm like, that was ridiculous. I don't even remember what exactly she did to get the technical, because again, like, it was so much going on in this game at once, but at the same time, it was like nothing at all was happening. Shout out to the Stud Buzz podcast. So sorry for Natisha Heidemann in the third quarter. It was literally the last couple of minutes, maybe even seconds of the third quarter. She goes down due to her left ankle. Again, like, it was not from another player. She just made that contact, that fast, swift movement on the floor, on the court. And, like, she just immediately just started, like, just, like, wincing in pain. And it's like, I just saw her on the bench. And, like, she never got back in the game, but she was able to walk. So that's a good sign. But they just have to ice her ankle up. Hopefully she's okay. Shout out to the other half of the duo, okay, of the Stud Buzz podcast, being Courtney Williams. She is officially, guys, this is like the third game in a row where Cheryl Reeves had put her trust in her heart and soul into Courtney Williams and allowed this girl to be in the starting 5 lineup for the Minnesota Lynx. But there was some things in this game, of course, like, obviously we got beat. Not only did we lose to the Minnesota, we got beat down bad. In the first quarter, again, I know I've been very harsh on Haley Jones. I'm sorry, not Haley. I keep wanting to call her Haley Jones. Because Haley Jones, hello, she used to play for the Atlanta Dream. Now she plays for the Dallas Wings. Haley Van Lith, rather, okay? In the Chicago Sky, her name was Haley Van Lith, Geneva. I was, again, like, she's up and down, okay? Same thing with all the rookies in the team, again. They're just not that impressive to me. I'm sorry. Haley Van Lith, along with, what's the girl named Maddie Westbeld? She keeps getting more minutes in place of Ariel Atkins, in place of Michaela Amue, because they're down. They're not making, good do of the minutes that we have bestowed upon them. And it's like, how do you expect to be in this league and be taken serious? Like, when you finally get some minutes. Now, don't get me wrong, Haley Van Lith, she was doing better than what she normally is. But the turnovers. Hell, look at Angel Reese. Like, by the third, fourth quarter, she got a negative double-double. She had like 11 points, 11 rebounds, 9 turnovers. Like, what is going on? I don't want to be like completely negative. Again, obviously, I'm upset. We got beat down. But also in the third quarter, we see freaking But first, before we even get into the third quarter, when it comes to the refs being just so petty and just like tacky and almost like attacking my girl Camila Cardoso in the first quarter. Now how is it that 6'1" Nafisa Collier was able to block Camila Cardoso, who stands at 6'7" shot? I don't like that. Something has got to be done with Camila Cardoso, but it's like we want her to be more aggressive. But how can she be more aggressive when she's not even being aggressive? The soft refs of the WNBA continue to put fouls on her for no reason. I'm sick of this. In the third quarter, they put 4 foul calls on Camila Cardoso. So of course, ultimately, Tyler Marsh just sat her out the game. I'm so sick of them bullying Camila Cardoso again. It's like she can't help that she's 6'7" and like she got a very wide wingspan. Even when she's not being aggressive, she'd be literally out there hooping, playing with a big smile on her face. These players like Jonquil Jones, they get to beat her up and boss her around and push her aside, such as Aaliyah Boston, etc., all the other bigs. She will have a smile on her face. Now, I ain't gonna lie, in this game, she did kind of like, not even kind of, she kind of got, it was not Bridget Carlson, what's the other girl that looked like her? Lana Smith at the Minnesota Lynx. She kind of hit her in the teeth. But it's like she big. Again, like I always feel like she would benefit greatly from Pilates if she would just to control that movement, her swift movements and become more agile. But again, I don't like how they're doing Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. It needs to be looked at. Somebody needs to fight for these women because it's like they literally get called fouls. They're trying to suspend Angel Reese for a freaking game. And she gets like what? Maybe I think they just increased it by one more technical foul. They're trying to sit her out for a whole game. For what? For playing basketball? Like, stop being soft. So, unfortunately, this game tonight concluded with the Minnesota Lynx, almost to the Wolves, Lord. They won with 91 points. Our Chicago Sky only had 68 points. Now, in the first quarter, this is when we was in the front. The Sky scored 24 points. The Minnesota Lynx scored 18 points. The second quarter comes around. Actually, it wasn't even the third quarter where we got, whooped. The second quarter comes around. We only scored 14 points. The Lynx scored 29 points. The third quarter comes around. We only scored 12 points. Lynx scored 23 points. The fourth and final quarter comes around. We scored 18 points. We tried to get it together, but it was too late to no avail. And the Lynx scored 21 points. Now let's talk about the Chicago Sky first. I'm not even about to talk about the Lynx, okay? Like, shout out to the Lynx. Maybe a little bit. Should I talk about them? Let's just get them over with. Because, again, they're the winners. I don't care. Bridget Carlton, guys, at the Lynx, she scored 11 points, had 0 assists, 5 rebounds. Nafisa Collier, of course, Queen Fee, had 19 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. Alana Smith had 10 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Courtney Williams had 10 points, 7 assists, 1 rebound. Kaylin McBride had 19 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Letitia Heidemann, again, she got hurt on her left ankle, unfortunately. She was able to put up 4 points. She had 3 assists, 0 rebounds. Jessica Shepard had 7 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Diamond Miller had 8 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. And Maria, I keep butchering her name, I'm sorry. Kulendikova had 2 points, 0 assists, and 4 rebounds. Now let's talk about my Sky. Kia Nurse, again, she was our leading scorer. That's never a good sign. She had 16 points, 1 assist, 8 rebounds. Angel Reese had 11 points, 3 assists, 11 rebounds. I guess, we can celebrate her having a double-double. Camila Cardoso had 10 points, 2 assists, 10 rebounds. Again, we can celebrate her having a double-double. But it's at what cost, though, Rebecca Allen had 3 points. Rebecca Allen only had 3 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Again, Rebecca Allen got to go. Fire Rebecca Allen and bring in Deja Kelly. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Okay, we didn't imagine signing Marquesha Davis at a time like this. We signed a player to a 7-day hard contract, and she ain't nowhere to be found. When we need a Batman the most, he ain't nowhere to be found. Like, where's these players that we signed? We signed them for a reason. You don't see the unprofessionalism in any other team. Look at the Indiana Fever. As soon as Caitlin Clark catch a cold, a COVID, a sniffle, a whoop-de-woo-woo, it don't matter. Ari McDonald was there that day. They don't play those games. It's like, where are these people that we just signed? It don't make no sense. Now, Rachel Banham, guys, she did better than Rebecca. She put up 8 points, had 0 assists, 1 rebound. Haley Van Lith had 7 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Now, how is it, Rebecca Allen, that you had 28 minutes to play, and the rookie Haley Van Lith, who I can't stand, not on like a personal level, but to me, again, she's just too short, too stubby, she bow-legged. She's not a good look for us, okay? Again, when you think of Chicago, you think about the freaking skyscraper. She's not tall. She's like 5'0". Haley Van Lith only played 27 minutes, 1 minute less than Rebecca Allen, and managed to put up 7 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Rebecca Allen got to go. You are the weakest link, period. Elizabeth, along with Haley Van Lith, if you ask me. Elizabeth Williams had 4 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Maddie Westbeld, okay, so she got it together a little bit. In 12 minutes, guys, of play, Maddie Westbeld was able to give us 9 points, 0 assists, and 1 rebound. We got to make some tough decisions, some very hard, harsh executive decisions. In order for us to do that, we got to get out of our feelings. There's got to be a way to reverse these contracts. Again, Haley Van Lith, show her to the door. Rebecca Allen, show her to the door. Kia Nurse, even though you are leading scorer, baby girl, show her to the door. I'm tired of the up and downs. I'm tired. Mariah Jefferson, show her to the door. Rachel Benham, show her to the door. Where was Marquesha Davis? Tyler and Jeff? Y'all signed this woman to a 7-day hard contract, and for what? She wasn't there when we needed her. Nobody was there when we needed them. And we need to do something about these sick WNBA refs. They are attacking and freaking targeting both Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese just for simply playing the game. Angel better not be the first WNBA player in this current season to get suspended for some nonsense.